about, this is probably my 4th year of doing this now. I just go chalk to the Sweet 16. Straight chalk. I don't look at any teams. Straight chalk to the Sweet 16.
Why is that?
The rationale is this. Well, first of all, if you do it, you're going to be right at the top after this, it's right after the first round. You won't be in first place. You're going to be right there.
You'll be right there.
You're going to be right there. The negative feedback I get by doing this is great. People think it's like, wow, that's so stupid. Why? They tell you who's better.
Well, meanwhile, yeah, most people are going to have 14 to 16 or 13 to 16 anyways.
Right.
You know.
It's like people try to outthink the room and get creative and get cute. I'm going to pick this team. Pick that team, but you miss on this team. You pick this team and that team. And then people do multiple polls. It's like, well, who did I have in this poll? I had that in that poll, but that in that poll. I mean, chalk to the Sweet 16. If you're in 500 polls, every poll, chalk to the Sweet 16. You can't have fun. You can't. But I like West Virginia a lot. They're a 5 seed. I can't put them in the Sweet 16.
You can't put them in the Sweet 16.
Why don't you like them? How about one exception?
It's your rule. It's your rule. That's your rule.
No exceptions.
So are you making picks what you want to happen, or are you trying to win the poll?
Right. Exactly.
If you're trying to win the poll, try to win the poll. If you don't like Duke, you got to have Duke going if you're trying to win the poll.
I know. People put in the poll what they want to happen. I used to do that.
Yeah.
I never won. And then I started picking what I thought was actually going to happen, and you start winning.
And you start winning. Yeah.
There was 1 year I won 3 polls in 1 year. Florida over Ohio State in every poll. And they were the favorites. And someone said to me, well, anyone could have done that.
Well,
did you?
That's right. So you brought up a good case of the West Virginia-Wichita State. People aren't high on Wichita State. They're high on West Virginia. Kentucky, Arizona. So you're taking Arizona there.
I have to. So, it's hard because I like Kentucky a lot. I always like picking them. I like Miami. I like Miami basketball. I usually cheer for them.
Yeah.
I have to take the 3. So there are teams I'd like to pick. I don't buy this Texas Tech thing. I don't know much about them.
Yeah.
I've always had a affinity for Florida basketball. I think Florida is the most underrated program of the last 15 years. Like, Florida's better than your program. Whatever program is your program, Florida basketball is better than yours.
So let's talk about the South region then, because that brings you to Virginia versus Arizona, and then versus probably Cincinnati, I'm guessing, unless you like the SEC, Tennessee.
Yeah, it's UVA, Zona, Tennessee, and Cincy. This is hard for me. This is the first time I'm doing it. So, I know that a lot of people are down on Cincy. Seems like people don't buy into Cincinnati.
Sure.
The masses, so that's why I like Cincinnati. I don't know anything about Cincinnati.
Well, they won their conference tournament.
So, I like that. But I know that people don't like them, so that's why I like them. So
Okay.
UVA Zona, this is like the game.
This is the game. This is the game. This is the game.
I'm going to go with Zona. I think Zona's going to make
DeAndre Ayton. So.
Yeah.
This is the game. For me, too.
I don't watch a lot of mid-major basketball. Did Arizona win the Pac-12 championship?
Yes, they did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't watch mid-major.
They won the conference. They won the tournament.
I need that to happen. So I'm going to go Zona. So we're going to go Zona.
So there's always a couple games when you look and you can, like Sweet 16-ish, and you go, well, whatever I pick here is going to impact the rest of the bracket.
Yeah.
And because if you pick, for example, Arizona, Kentucky, or now Arizona, Virginia, I could see you taking either of those teams to win the whole thing now. So depending on I don't know what's going on in your mind, but that's the kind of thing.
I can't take Arizona because their coach has never been to the Final Four before.
Has Cincinnati's coach been to the Final Four? You're picking one of those two to get to.
No, I'm not going to pick either of those teams to win it.
Oh, okay, but you could pick them to the Final
Four. I mean,
I got you.
And it's funny because more than likely it's going to be like Calipari or Larinaga are going to win that bracket and go to the Final Four.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
There's 5-6, and so I can't take it.
Yeah, you can't do it. So who's your Final Four then there in that bracket?
Well, we're gonna. You know what? I'll play along. We'll put Arizona in the final.
You're going at Arizona, okay. Well, let's stay on the top of the bracket then in the East.
Okay.
So this is, I'm guessing, coming down to then Nova and Purdue, which would be your 1 and your 2.
It is, and I think Nova's the best team. Nova's either gonna they seem like they got a pretty good draw. I'd love to see Alabama beat them in the second round.
Yeah. Everyone.
I can't pick Alabama because they were the 9 over the 8, so I have Nova coming out to the final. This is what I know about Purdue. Purdue's gonna end badly. Because they're good, but there's something missing.
What's bad? Blowout or just buzzer beater?
Buzzer beater, heartbreaker, maybe lose in the second round. Purdue could get to the finals. Regardless,
well,
they're like the quintessential forgotten team.
Well, yeah.
Does anyone remember? I think 10 years ago, Georgia Tech was in the national championship. Anyone remember that?
I think it may have been more than 10 years ago, but I know what you mean. Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a team. Indiana was in the national championship not that long.
That wasn't that long ago. Yeah, that wasn't that long ago. Yeah. No one remembers.
No one remembers it. Purdue is destined to be one of those teams that you're like, Purdue made the Final Four, really?
Or they play Butler in the second round. They could play Butler in the second round, which is 2 Indiana schools. Butler could want to go after them and just take out Purdue in the second round.
Yeah, it's going to end badly.
So I like that. I like that. Okay, I like that. Yeah, so let's go to Kansas. Kansas, Duke, Michigan State bracket.
Yeah. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like they're pretty good. Does Izzo beat Coach K? I feel like he doesn't. Or does he?
He has, I think. He has.
But not a lot, right?
Well, they don't play a lot.
I thought they always play in December.
They probably always do. They probably always do. I don't know.
But
so for Duke, do you trust Grayson Allen and the rookies, the freshmen? Do you trust Grayson Allen and the freshmen? That's if you're picking Duke, that's what you're saying. I trust that combination.
I just don't see them losing until they get to Michigan State.
No, I think they're good enough to do that. But versus Izzo and Bridges.
Yeah. I think, you know what, I'm going to have Michigan State coming out of the bracket for now.
Okay. See, for me, that's a game I haven't decided yet because I don't think Kansas can make it to the Final Four. I don't think Auburn can make it to the Final Four. So the winner of Michigan State Duke, I have then winning the next game.
Yeah.
So that's a decision that's gonna make her shake your bracket.
I was upset with Kansas because I wanted West Virginia to beat Kansas in Big 12. West Virginia then would have been probably with a 4 seed. I could have had them in the Sweet 16.
Yeah.
But now I can't.
They can't.
But Kansas, every time West Virginia got close, Kansas pulled away. So maybe Kansas, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe West Virginia's just not good at all. Kansas, Michigan State, maybe Nova. That'd be 2 titles for either of those coaches.
Yep.
Even though people think Izzo has 5 titles, he's only won once.
Yeah, he only won once, but he's got a lot of He's got a handful of Final Fours.
He won once. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same amount as Jay Wright. Same amount as I don't know, Gary Williams at Maryland.
I see. I just don't like that bracket at all. I don't want any of those teams in the Final Four. If you could take 3 or 4 other teams and throw them in that bracket, and I would have had them in the Final Four. I look at all those teams and I'm like, I don't want to pick any of these. And do I just pick Kansas because I don't want to pick any of them? So that's my analysis of the Midwest. Is I'm not picking any of those teams to win the national championship in the Midwest.
I hear you.
So in the West, then you could have any of those those Sweet 16 teams winning it all. Not win it all, but making the championship. Xavier, Zagat, Michigan, and North Carolina.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Zags to go to the Elite Eight. I think.
Okay.
They made the finals last year. I feel like the team that always makes it to the finals, you get back the next year, there's always that little push. You get that little push, because always give you that moment of, can they get back to the Final Four? And then they'll lose, late in the Elite Eight round. But I have the Zags.
Okay.
Where they will lose to
Michigan and North Carolina. Yeah, that's North Carolina's looked really good. So if you believe in North Carolina, you're believing in the chance for them to get to 3 championships in a row, 3 Final Fours in a row. Like they've been in the championship game the last 2 years.
I know.
Are they going to get to a 3rd Final Four again?
I know.
That's huge.
I'm gonna have this. So I took Michigan State. I took Michigan State to get the Final Four.
Okay, you didn't say that yet, but yeah, there you go.
Okay, so I'm gonna have Michigan State get to the Final Four, and I'm gonna have Michigan get to the Final Four.
Oh, okay.
Both Michigan schools get to the Final Four,
So
and there's gonna be this huge Big Ten uprising. Oh my God, the Big Ten! It could be an all-Michigan final. Oh my gosh! And they're both gonna lose.
they're both going to lose. Yeah.
They're both gonna lose.
You got Zona and
So I got Nova playing Arizona in the finals.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah. People like the appeal. Well, people like the Izzo appeal always. Because, Izzo
Yeah.
won 5 national championships. Actually, 1. And I think people just like Michigan. People like, there's this something about Michigan. People like it. I picked them to go to the Final Four. They're not getting to the Final Four.
So recap: you've got Zona and Nova, and
Yeah, I get Zona Nova.
so that's a good matchup. I'll take that.
Yeah, by rule, I'd have to pick Nova just because Sean, you can't pick a team if their coach's never been in the Final Four. Sean Miller's never been in the Final Four. So Nova's won the national championship by default here.
By default. Well, you know what?
They won by default.
And you're right. That's what this is.
Yeah.
I look at these brackets. It's by default.
Yeah.
You go, all right, Nova. Okay, Nova and Virginia are the best. Okay, really? Can Virginia get past Arizona and Cincinnati and another team? Can they win 3 big games to get to the final?
I mean, this isn't new. I mean, the Patriots go to the Super Bowl every year by default.
Well, but they're good. But they're good. I know. That was good. I know. It's just, yeah.
Every time I've watched Xavier play this year, they've lost.
It's like me watching LeBron. Every time I watch LeBron this year, he loses.
Maybe I'll do a poll. Maybe I'll do one where what I want to happen.
Do an experiment when you want to happen.
Do the control.
So I have a story. Years ago, this is about a decade ago now, I filled out a bracket, what I wanted to happen. That's what I do a lot. What I want to happen. Do the bracket. And I was trying to convince a friend to get into our bracket. Get in the bracket, and she said, "Here's my money, you make the picks." So I made the picks, not caring who would win, just thinking this is who should win, and it won. I picked the winner. It won the championship. We won the bracket. It was like, and that was the big thing. Like, oh yeah, my biases don't help me win this.
Why does everyone hate Virginia?
I don't know. There's no reason not to hate Virginia basketball. Like,
the committee hates them. The committee stacks against them.
They did. And what's weird, I don't know why, because North Carolina and Duke, been around forever, so just easy to cheer against teams. Why then do we cheering against Virginia?
I know. The coach seems like a good coach. He's probably a great coach. They have don't they have upperclassmen on the
team? They have upperclassmen, which is
they
something.
They got a white kid. Why wouldn't people like this team?
Why wouldn't people like this team?
They don't like them. I don't know. People like Michigan.
So here's my Michigan theory. People like cheering for Michigan basketball because they don't. It offsets them not cheering for Michigan football. They want to cheer for Michigan football because they like the uniforms and the blue and the yellow, the maize and the blue, and they want to, but they just can't because of Harbaugh or it's the Big Ten or something.
There's a cachet about Michigan.
Yeah, there is. So it's like, I want to cheer for, but I can't cheer for Michigan football. So let's just cheer for Michigan basketball. I'll pick that one.
I think so. I think people have a fond memory of the Fab Five, which is interesting because the Fab Five is the ultimate team that when they were around, people probably hated them.
Probably, yeah.
And national media hated them.
Yep.
All that stuff. But now they look back, remember the Fab Five?
Fab Five.
No, you didn't.
Glory days. Chris Webber was destroyed for that timeout call. I mean, they were just like, it was like his career was over. It was like, oh wait, he's got a decade to play in the NBA. So.
I really know what they say about nostalgia. It's not what it used to be.